remember when Vince Vaughn in the Christmas movie showed that little elf how to dance? This is John Astor from Malvern Prep and Rolling Stones Economics. You know, Rolling Stones means resource scarcity. Today, Ryan O'Neill, one of the juniors at Malvern Prep, who took this test, is going to go over the micro question number 2, the one about race stables and the labor market. Ryan.
Who's got the question?
Race stable hires workers in a perfectly competitive factor market for unskilled labor. A. Using correctly labeled side-by-side graphs for the labor market and race stable show each of the following. I. The equilibrium wage and quantity for unskilled labor labeled WE and QE respectively.
So you're going to want to draw the unskilled labor market, supply and demand.
Who's demanding the worker? Who's the demand curve here in the labor market? Is it the business firms or the households demanding?
The business firms, and the supply is the households. So I'm going to draw the WE right here. Here's equilibrium. And then QE will be along the quantity of labor.
The wage paid by race stable and the quantity of unskilled labor hired, labeled WR and QR respectively.
So as race stable is a price taker, not a price maker.
And in this case, it's the labor market, you would say wage taker, right? Wage taker. It is price taker, but it's in the labor market, so we would say wage
taker. So you draw the supply curve all the way over. This is labeled the MFC.
Which stands for what, right?
The marginal factor cost.
Which is?
Which is the wage. So from here we'll draw, we label it, what was it?
WR and QR respectively.
QR will be along the quantity of workers that race stable will hire. And WR will be along the wage price.
B. Is the marginal factor cost of unskilled labor for race stable greater than, less than, or equal to WE? Explain.
As our wage taker, again, it would be the same because you take the wage from the unskilled labor market all the way across to the supply for race stable.
C. Now assume that the government imposes an effective minimum wage for unskilled labor. I. Show the minimum wage on your graph in Part A labeled WMIN.
So here is a poster done by Drew Berard from Big Madison University. Big thank you there. That will help us out. So we're going to draw, I'll take a different color. The wage minimum will be set somewhere above the equilibrium point. And I'll make a new equilibrium, which more workers are willing to work for this point, so there's a surplus for this wage, so there's a surplus of workers, which is not natural equilibrium.
Right, not equilibrium. That's it.
What was the?
Did it say the label?
Label in your Part A graph WMIN.
This is WMIN, and here is the new equilibrium.
What's that?
Well, not equilibrium, but there's the new, what will be the output.